Hello everybody, it's William. Welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, welcome. This channel is all about programming, about game development, about app development, about incorporation of artificial intelligence, and you're watching a series video about 2D game development. And in this video, we're going to solve a real specific problem. As you guys can see, we already finished most part of the game, and we can, I already made multiple scenes. We got manual scene, and we got this main menu, and we got this, So as you guys can see, we already make 3 levels, in fact, this is not a level. It's more like 3 different scenario of our game, 3 scene, 3 stages of our game. We got the main menu where you can start a new game and return to our desktop, and we got this game scene where you can actually play our llama game, and we got this end scene which will tell you that the game is over, and we need to try again, or we can return to this main menu. So we're going to solve a really specific problem, which is at every inside every screen we got an audio player, and the audio player will have a background music, BG music, which I made like a do. It's a really basic, like 8-bit 3 notes background, just act as a placeholder. And so what I'm going to do is to show you, to demonstrate a little bug or little imperfection in this game, and you might encounter that, which is the inconsistent background music error. And right, let me just demonstrate that for you. Let's go to the manual scene, and you can actually hear this inconsistency, even though okay, so this will be just one background music. Okay, so what if I click it, and you need to listen really carefully because it's a little bit monotone of the background music. Okay, if I click, as you guys can hear, not see, if I click make a new game, I make an instant transition of a scene, and the background music got reset. And sometimes we don't want that. We really like a sort of a consistency of our game. So let's continue. If you got a transition from the game scene to say the end scene, you can notice a really distinct like an abrupt change of the background music. Let me quickly kill myself. Okay, did you guys hear that? You just get abrupt stop, and after maybe a minute seconds later, you just got a reset of the game music. Okay, let's return to menu. Did you hear that? It's sort of like an imperfection of an inconsistency of a background music, because the background music is a music that I wrote. It is sort of like a loop, so you won't notice a really big difference. But if I say it's a song, it's a like the epic piano or solo, something like that, you might notice a really abrupt change of background music, because we, as you guys can see, this is just a abrupt transition of the scene, and every time you load the scene, and you just destroy nearly all the game objects, the player, the audio player, the canvas, and reinitialize, say, the audio player and the canvas. So we don't want that sometimes. We sometimes, I think most of the time, we'd like a really consistent background music, especially when, say, you play the music and then you play the game, and then to play that, then you go to the end and screen and sing, and then you like to, or you are expected to hear this music while you're playing the game, but you can control it. Okay, so how to do that? So in this video, we're going to solve this problem. So yeah, we got a lot of ways to handle this problem, but let's just clear our mind first. First, I think the most easy and most straightforward way is to use the audio player like a public instance that you can access that, and say you got different scene. Okay, so let's go to change the game scene, and at the game scene you don't necessarily have the audio player, but rather you just attach a audio player to a, say, menu scene, and you're going to access that through from the game scene through a certain sort of code, without actually initialize, without actually destroy the instance in the manual scene, without actually need to create a new audio player in the game scene. So that's just one really common and straightforward way of dealing with this problem, but that is not a recommended way of doing things, because you are giving a certain game object a greater leeway, because you make it globally accessible, and sometimes you might encounter bug or conflicts, and really it's complex results, especially if you make your really complex game. And for example, if you work in a game industry and you are developing a huge, say, AAA game with your team, you can't possibly use this method. So I'm going to use another more safe method, more less brute force method, if you will, rather than this like the brute force, straightforward and really unsafe method. Okay, so where you first time learn this method, you will just learn the better method, and you can directly use it when you say you find a game in the game industry or develop a game with your team. Okay, so let's get to it. So in order to solve this problem, we're going to use a new concept called a singleton pattern, and the singleton pattern essentially is just that, as the name suggests, it's just a singleton, so you can only use it once. So once you, say, already got that instance instantiated, and you are not going to generate that. So basically, what I'm trying to do is to adding a sort of manager, or adding a checker that I can check whether they got an instance or not. Okay, so if there is an instance, and we're not going to recreate a certain instance. Okay, so yeah, I know it's a little bit confusing, but just bear with me. Okay, so if you go to script, we are going to find the this audio player, right? Audio player. Double click it and wait for our Jetpack Rider to open. Yeah, it's already opened. Let me click and drag it here. All right, double click. Yeah, so we already got that bunch of code, and because we are going to make it a singleton, which means that there will be just only one audio player inside our whole project. Okay, so whatever you want to use the audio player, you just got one audio player, and of course you can get multiple audio source inside of an audio player. You can get, say, the pew 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 sound, the pew 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 sound, whatever, and the background music. Of course, you can make it do. Yeah, I don't know. You can make whatever music that you like, but you can always attach the audio source to the audio player, but the audio player is consistent. It is singleton in that matter. So how to do that? What I'm going to do is to make a singleton, or rather just to check a singleton and actually awake it. So what I'm going to do is to make one variable that is static, and we're going to generate one instance of that variable. And since it's static and it's just one instance and there's a singleton, you're not going to regenerate that variable. As long as say, let me just show you here. So remember, we got this game scene, right? Inside of game scene, we got audio player. Okay, and if you go to the scene, let me just double click it. You got this say manual scene. You double click that. You also got a audio player, and if you click audio player, and you can see we got this audio player script attached to it. All right, and I'm going to use script to check whether we already got an audio player in this specific thing. If it does have a specific thing, we're not going to just destroy the old one and make a new one, but rather use the old one. So I don't know whether it makes sense or not, but let's just go back here, and what I'm going to do is, I think it's audio player. At the beginning of the audio player, I'm going to, so let's just delete all that. What I'm going to do is to make a static, so static audio player of a certain instance, and that instance will never be changed. Okay, so we already got that. And you don't need to be private because we're going to reference that. Remember, this instance needs to be awaked. So let me just wrap it inside a checking singleton code. So what I'm going to do is void and awake, and throw not implemented. I'm going to implement that, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to check whether that singleton is already initiated. So check singleton, check singleton. Right now I haven't get that yet, so I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to make a new function for this check singleton. Okay, and inside of it, we're going to say, hey, I'm going to check whether the audio player is already initiated or not. So if our instance is not equal to none, and only under these circumstances, I'm going to do a certain kind of thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, if already is not now, which means that at the previous thing we already initialized a certain instance. So at this specific thing, we're going to destroy that game object, because it's a redundance. If you got two audio player and actually playing, we don't want that. So what I'm going to do is to first set this game object, and I'm going to just switch it off, set active, and I'm going to make it false. So the reason that I use this code is that because if you are not just simply say you don't care about that, you just say destroy the game object, just say destroy our game object. Theoretically it will work, but before you actually destroy the game object, you might have other part of your program will say access to that specific audio player. Say I don't know, for instance, a coyote just coming out and they just bew at you, and because your reference a bew, you are going to go back to the audio player, you're going to access that specific audio source, and you're going to play that audio bew, right? So we don't want that. We're going to just initialize it, you just turn that off, which means that you are not going to do that, and you won't be able to do that. The only thing that you'll be able to do is to destroy that, and the only instance that you're going to reference is the previous one that you already be initiated, right? So so what I'm going to do is to uncomment that, and as long as you uncomment that, you won't be able to encounter the problem like this. And if you already got this instance checked, that's brilliant. Then I'm going to do something else. Okay, so then I'm going to do something like the say you already got that certain instance. So let me just check that. You got instance not equal to none. So we got instance, you're going to destroy that. If you got instance that is none, okay, so if that is none, what I'm going to do is to set that instance to this specific instance that you attach your code to, and then you are going to don't destroy unload. Okay, so you're not going to destroy that because you haven't got instance. So what I'm going to do is to just don't destroy that and make that instance to this. So let's do it. So what I'm going to do is to make an else statement. Else. Okay, we'll make it else. And inside of the else, I think I'm going to set that specific autoplay instance to this, which means that I got this, say, whatever you attach this code to, and then we're going to say don't destroy unload that game object, right? And so I'm pretty confident that this will work. So if this is not equal to none, let me just save it and go back here, and let's just see whether we got this. Let's just run it and test it out. All right. So we got to wait a little bit for its time to compile. All right, let's do that. So okay, we already inside of the game, and we already got this background music play. Let me just switch on the volume a bit. Okay, let me change the volume a little bit. Okay, so here is the moment of truth. I'm going to click the start new game and see whether we got a inconsistent background. There is a smooth transition. There is no change, abrupt change, of course, of the background music. And of course, everything just works fine. I'm going to intentionally kill myself. And as you guys can see, even though I already died, I got this say end of screen, there is no change, no abrupt change of background music. The background music just plays smoothly all the way. That's brilliant. That's exactly what we set out to do. So let's do a quick review, right? Let's do a quick review. So really simple. We just need to awake check singleton, and we're going to make the thing that we want a consistent throughout this game to be a static. Say autoplay, we got static autoplay. Say we can even make a certain we already make a game that can keep our score, right? The score can be consistent throughout the game. We can make that a singleton as well. Okay, as long as you make a static instance and you wake it and you check that, so we can get consistent performance throughout this game. And that is simply yeah, just it's just a little thing that make our game better. Okay, so yeah, that's basically we already achieved whatever we set out to do. And yeah, by the way, if you're still there, my name is William. Well, yeah, this is my channel, and currently I really need your help. I'm currently right now unemployed, and that's the reason why I saw this YouTube channel to just earn a revenue, put bread and milk on my table. And the best way to support this channel and to keep this channel updating, I update daily, by the way, is for you to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumb up. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you at next video. Bye.